love me. Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So today we're gonna be doing the water meth install. I'm gonna try to do my best to get it done today. As you can see, I unboxed everything. I didn't start anything yet. I just wanted to get an idea of where I was gonna put everything. Got all the wires. I got the pump right here. And I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna mount that as well. I'm not too sure how I'm gonna do it just yet, but yeah, so pretty much just gonna start on it. Got everything unboxed. I got the instructions right there. I know how to connect the nozzle and all that. I'm gonna connect it right before the throttle body, so to make it a lot easier for me and I don't have to drill the stock stuff, I'm gonna put the nozzle right through here, and this is the throttle body spacer, so that way when I screw in the nozzle it could just scoot right in, you know. And I have all the hardware, the bolts and all that for the throttle body, and it's by Boomba. I love Boomba stuff just for the fact that it looks really nice and it's anodized aluminum and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna buy a lot more stuff from them. I'm gonna buy their dress up kit and all that. So Boomba, if you're watching this, don't be afraid to reach out. And I'd be willing to, you know, do a lot more stuff with you guys because I like your guys' products. So yeah, I want to get their dress up kit, and yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna get started. So first things first, I'm gonna get the tank mounted. I'm gonna find the spot. I might mount it right here, and then just kind of go from there and keep you guys updated and all that. So I don't have another person to help me, unfortunately, again. But I guess it's good, I guess, to help me learn more and by myself, and you know, just kind of not rely on other people to come help me whenever I need their help. So I guess that's how you learn. So yeah, pretty much just gonna get all this wired up, get all this wired taped up so it could look nice and not so messy like this. And I'm gonna run it through over here through the driver's side. I'm gonna try to make this as detailed as possible like my other videos. So I took the back seat out. As you can see, there's the fuel pump. Actually, that when I was taking it out, I actually found it. So I think I might take these off too, just to get a more room to work with. And then I'm just gonna run the wires all through here, make it all clean and nice, not have a bunch of wires sticking out from everywhere. That's pretty much what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna run it to the front over here. Oh, I'm stepping on all the stuff. So I'm gonna run it all through here, through the line of the door, driver's side. And then I have the switch. Gosh dang it, the door won't stay open. I have the switch right here. Sorry, I can't speak today. AEM switch. Pretty much where these settings are at. I think that's where I'm gonna have it. So yeah, we're gonna go from there, guys. Like I said, I'll keep you guys posted. I'll have some clips sped up of me installing this stuff, and then every time I'm doing something, I'll stop and do a little like a little description and how to and all that stuff. I really want to make this as detailed as possible for my future Fiesta car enthusiasts, especially because there's not a detailed one. There is one, but this guy just pretty much explained it, and it was just already connected and all that, and it was just pointless. I don't see why people do that if they're not gonna make like a step-by-step, if they're just gonna show off like their thing and not how to, especially for guys like me that are trying to do it. It's just, I feel like it's kind of pointless, like for you to just show that and not show how you did it step by step, because other like me, like I'm trying to look for people who did it step by step, and there's nothing out there literally for nothing like this. So I'm gonna try to help my fellow Fiesta people to install this, step-by-step instruction, as much as detailed as I can. If you guys do need help, don't be afraid to reach out to me in the comments, or you know what I mean, or reach out on my social media pages, like my Instagram, or on YouTube. Just comment and I'll see if I can get to it. If not, just message me on Instagram. I'll look on there, because I'm not as active on Instagram though, but I try to be. So if you guys need more details on how to install, like little details, I'll for sure let you guys know. And if not, I'll try to put it on this video. Like I said, I'm just gonna try and make it as detailed as possible, the easiest way for you guys to understand, because there's not, like I said, there's no video out there. It just shows people already having it installed, and I don't know, I don't know. I just want to do a step-by-step for you guys and make it easy breezy, and that way you guys can get it done and over with and not have to struggle like I am, because I know I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna try and find little things and then I'm gonna struggle with it, but that's the whole point of me making this video, to make it easier for the future Fiesta people who want to do water meth injection system on theirs, specifically the AEM. I was gonna do the snow, but I like how the AEM comes with this whole control module thing, which is really nice, because you can control when it's gonna start to spray and then full spray at whatever PSI you're running. So yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna mount the pump and the tank. How I'm gonna do that, not too sure. I'll figure it out somehow. So yeah, I'll let you guys know in just a couple, and enjoy the clip of me trying to install this and, you know, struggling. But we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna do this, all this to make some power and to help for the car, and it's gonna be worth it in the end. So alrighty, guys. Okay guys, so stupid trucks, because they're doing construction, they're all coming by our house. Anyway, so I marked the holes out. I don't know if you guys can see, freaking focus, stupid thing. Let me see if I can get over it. There you go. So I made a hole right here and right here, if you guys can see that. So pretty much how this is gonna go is it's gonna get mounted like so, like that. You guys can get an idea. So that way, when I put the piece of cardboard in, or that flooring, the carpet right there, I won't have to make a big old square to cut it out. I was gonna mount it right here, but I figured why not just mount it right there. Make it a lot easier. Anyway, so now that I found the placement where I want to put the tank, put it right there, and then the pump, I will have to figure something out for the pump as well. I might have to go under the mat, so I'll get back with you guys when I figure out a different tactic for the pump. So without further ado, I'll set you guys down and you guys can continue watching. Alrighty guys, so this is what the Boomba throttle body spacer looks like with the nozzle on. I'm guessing like it'll go up like that, so it'll go like this and the nozzle facing that way, and I'll have to route the hose to go on the right side. So that's what I was gonna do anyway, but I'm gonna start loosening that, and then get the cold side pipe off, and then connect the throttle body, and then the throttle body should be good after that. And then yeah, and then after that we'll just have to route everything and get everything connected, and just yeah, we'll have to flush it out once we get it all connected and stuff. So I'm still working on the mounting spot. I'm really struggling to find a spot for it. I'm guessing I'll probably just mount it right there, or if I can make it work, go right there. Yeah, it's kind of hard by yourself, like I said, so it's better to have two heads. It's better than one. So yeah, I'll be right back with you guys once I get this all taken care of. I'm gonna put this on because it seems to be the easiest out of everything. So I'll be right back with you guys. Alrighty guys, so you don't know how bad I struggled with this. I literally took a break for like a month, and I could not for the life of me get this figured out. I ran into a snag with the Boomba spacer. So the thing that Boomba does not tell you about this spacer is that, okay, so you have to cut your OEM bolts to about half. If you don't want to do that, you can get some ordered from them already pre-cut, so you don't need to cut your OEM bolts if you don't want to. On top of that, another thing that they do not tell you that is very crucial, that kind of irritated me, I had to literally message them on Facebook and tell them that it was not fitting, because I tried to put it on like straight directly, like how it was supposed to be, right? That's how someone would assume it would go, just straight in and bolt onto the spacer, you know. But then I was kind of realizing, like, why would they give me 4 extra bolts? You know, I cut the OEM ones up, and then I was like, okay, so they might just bolt right in. And so back to what I was saying, the reason that, or the thing that they do not tell you in the video that they show for the Fiesta throttle body spacer, is that you'd expect it to go straight, right? Like just hold it in place, bolt it in, and then boom, it's done, right? Like the easiest thing ever. And so what you need to do when you bolt this up, so the Boomba spacer, I don't know if you guys can see it, the blue thing right there, the blue Boomba spacer. Yeah. All right, so as you can see, that's straight onto the throttle body. It has a gasket in there that it comes with. By the way, be careful, I put some electrical tape, like really thin pieces of electrical tape, so it could hold the gasket in so it doesn't fall out, because mine kept falling out. So yeah, once you get that bolted up with the OEM bolts that you cut in half, then you use the bolts that they supplied for you, which are hex I assume. They're hex, they're the little square bit, whatever, or the stop sign bits or whatever. Those, so what they don't tell you in the video is that when the throttle body goes up, you have to slightly just turn the throttle body and line it up with the holes that they made onto the throttle body. When you get your throttle body, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's an extra 4 holes, and then there's those main 4 holes that you have to connect those OEM bolts to. So that's one little crucial thing that you guys need to know, so you guys are not like me being all confused and whatnot about why it's not bolting up properly, and like how the hell it's gonna fit, because that's what I thought. I was like, there's no way this thing's gonna fit, because I just cut the OEM bolts in half and the hex bolts are too thin to bolt onto, and I was just irritated. I could not figure it out for the life of me. And when I messaged them, I think they got back to me like the day after, or I messaged them in the morning and they got me back in the afternoon, and they told me that. And they just said make sure that you slightly turn the throttle body for it to bolt up to those holes that they made, or that they machined onto their spacer. And well, I mean, in the video they didn't say that, so I mean, you know, obviously someone's gonna, you know, be like, what the hell, you know, it's defective or whatever. But I thought it was, so I did that. I bolted the throttle body back up, got it on. Then I got the throttle body, just turned it slightly to where it'll line up with those holes, and then put the screws in, hand tightened them a little bit, and then grabbed my ratchet and tightened them all up, and boom, it fit just perfectly. And that's a perfect way to mount up that nozzle for the water meth kit, so you don't have to drill anything onto your thing, your cold side. I think it's your cold or your hot, I don't remember. I think it's your hot side or your, so you don't have to drill it and make a hole, and so you can mount that nozzle. But there's my nozzle, it's on the Boomba spacer, so that's good to go. Another thing that I ran into was the was the switch. But I mean, I'm not wire savvy, so I was being dumb and I could not freaking get this switch to work for the life of me. So pretty much what I did was I used this hanger. Pretty much it helps out so much, guys. If you guys have like a metal hanger or a metal fly swatter, you take it apart and then you can make that, stretch it out into a long straight wire. So what I did was, this is where I mounted it. I'm not sure if this is where I'm going to keep the controller for the water meth kit, but I'm going to put it right here just for now. And then I routed these two wire. Oh yeah, that's another thing that was really upsetting me, was I could not find a place to put route the wires through towards the engine bay to get the PSI tube, or the boost tap tube, into the engine bay, and the water meth injection tube. And I could not find it under the car. So what I did was I grabbed it, and so I found this. There is a hole, I don't know if you can see that, there is a hole right here. You can barely see it, I don't know if you can or not, but there's a hole right there. I routed the water meth tube through there, and my positive and negative wire. Use the coat hanger wire, pulled it through, it goes through there, and it comes out through this hole right here through the doorway. And as you can see, if you look through there, there's a way you can get through the engine bay right there. So I'm gonna route it through there, and lo and behold, with some luck, we'll be able to get it right through into the engine bay, out, get the water meth tube somehow routed into here onto the throttle body injection tube. And honestly, I feel like I'm gonna struggle getting the synthesizer, it's probably gonna be in the way, so I might have to do a synthesizer delete. I know I have not done that yet. I know a lot of people recommend doing it because they do not like the noise that this thing puts out and whatnot, and it's just, I don't know, I really don't have an issue with it, to be honest with you. I don't hear any random noise or anything like that. It's just, I feel like it's just really unnecessary to have that there, to be honest with you. I don't know why Ford put it there, but I might have to do that. If not, I'll see if I can get it to work with it on, because I want to try to keep it as OEM as possible, so or look semi OEM, I guess. But yeah, when we get to that part, I'll let you guys know. So I just ran the positive and negative wires right through here just to test it out, to see if it's gonna work and whatnot. So actually when I got the switch all wired in and all that, I made a hole right here, but the switch is kind of too big, and it hits up against this plastic piece behind this part, and it kind of pops it out. So I just figured out, whatever, F it, I'll just leave it right there. So just to show you guys that I got the switch wired on. So this switch that I have, I got it at O'Reilly's. It's a light up blue one, it tells you when it's on. So right here, it's a three prong. It's a 3-prong switch. So the right one will say power supply, and then it'll say on accessory, or it'll say on ACC, which means for accessory, I think. And then ground earth obviously is the 3rd prong. So how I wired this, and you guys can do it however you guys want. This is how I did it. I took out this, let me take that out. I took out this 12 volt. It still works and everything. What I did was I just connected the ground, the ground wire to this switch onto the black wire onto this 12 volt, and then obviously the power supply, which is the first prong. I ran a wire through there and then spliced it into the red one on here. And then to get all this to turn on, it has a yellow wire, which is this one right here. Is this yellow wire? I don't know if you guys can see that. It's that yellow wire right here. Ran it through behind the dash. I wanted to make it look as clean as possible. I'm gonna get all these zip tied in and make it look clean, and just run it through here. And I used these connectors right here. Since it was a 3-prong, I just used these connectors right here. And obviously you splice the wire a little bit, put it in there, then you crimp it down onto that, connect them to the prongs, and voila, you have your switch. And but yeah, that's one little tip for you guys, because I didn't know where to connect those, and that way you guys are aware, so that way you guys aren't confused looking for ground wire. You can use that 12 volt source that I just showed you right there to connect your like phones or whatever. I don't usually use that. I just use my USB that it comes with the car. I just connect my iPhone in there because it has a USB port, so I just use that. And I'm going to show you guys how it works real quick. Let me connect this negative side. On the manual, it recommends that you do disconnect the negative, just the negative, and that way you don't have it, like you don't electrocute yourself and whatnot. So I'm going to show you guys that this switch does work. So here you can see the car finally has power now. And then if you go to the switch here, you're going to see how this works right here, this switch. And I connected those two. There's a manual for it. Just read through the manual, guys. That's what I did. It's right here. It literally shows you everything you need to know where to connect to what. This little light indicator indicates that switch and the pump and everything is on. So here I'm going to show you guys. And then my switch also turns on as well with a light, so you'll see it's on. And then this turns on as well, the AEM switch. You can see that the red indicator means that it's low fluid. Obviously I don't have any fluid in there, so we're gonna do the test real quick. So I'm gonna shut this off so I don't short anything out or whatever, or keep it on or whatever. I'm really picky with my stuff. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna fill this tank up and we're gonna do the test, drain it out, because they do recommend that you just drain it out with distilled water. And I'm just gonna use water from the hose. I'm not gonna use nothing crazy. So I'm gonna turn this on and then just spray that out, get some nice cool water flow running through there, so we don't have some really hot water from the sun. It's been really hot today. It was like 93, I think, today. So then boom. Okay, we're gonna shut that off. Now we're gonna go to the car, and then I'm gonna mount you guys like right here so you guys can see, and watch me fill this tank up. I'll put you guys right there, and then we fill. All right, we got it filled, so I'm just gonna close it just to make sure nothing spills out. So you got it all closed, filled with water. You can use anything you want, water. I don't know, I seen people use this, I don't know if it was washer fluid or whatever. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna turn this on, make sure it's on. It's blinking, showing me that the sensor showing that we have a it's topped off. And here's the hose, if I can grab it. Oh, I gotta lose a couple of pounds. So here's the hose, guys. This is the hose that's going to be connected to the water meth injector up in the throttle body. So we're going to hold this test button until it's all, we're just going to empty it all out completely. We're going to hold that. So what you're going to want to do is hold it like this. We're going to hold it, 1, 2, 3. Voila, we got some in there. And they recommend you do this a couple times to flush it out, flush out the system, get anything in there that's, you know, any particles and whatnot out. Do this quite a few times. We're gonna keep doing it till it empty out. So you get the gist. You keep holding it, and then it'll stop by itself automatically. And then like that. So then you just gotta push it and hold it again. So you guys get the gist. I'm just gonna empty it all out, get all this water out, and then I'll speed up the clip here. Okay guys, I think that is it. So as you can see, it turns red when it shows you that it's low on fluid. There's like literally nothing in there. I'll hold it again just to make sure that we got all that water out. Yeah, all the water's out, guys. There's none. Let's go check the tank to see if there's any water out. All the water's out. Yeah, all water's out. It does leak a tad from right here, so what I suggest you guys would do, put some silicone of any kind or some super glue. I don't know, you guys being creative with it. But yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to tell you guys. I got it all figured out. It was a pain in my butt for this. As for the PSI thing, I ran it through here under the steering wheel, make it come out. I'm gonna put this cover back on so it'll look all clean. I'll show you guys the finished product after I'm done getting all this wired in and all tucked in and all that. Yeah, just use some electrical tape to lume it up, get it all nice and clean looking. I loomed it up a little bit right here so it doesn't look as messy and all wiry, but I'll show you guys once I'm done. Let me flick this switch off to turn it off. But all that's done. Let me disconnect the negative side. That way we don't have power going through, because I have the doors open. Last time I did that, my freaking battery died. I had to get a new one. I know, new move. Let me get this out real quick, guys. I can't do it with one hand. Yeah, maybe I can. Well, no, I can't. Hold on. There you go, got the negative side off. All right guys, so we got all that off. No power again. So once I get this all ran through, there is one last piece I am waiting for, because I do not want to splice into the any boost, vacuum boost lines. So what I'm waiting for is a boost source that connects to this map sensor. It'll connect right here. It'll give me a nipple to connect my that boost tap through, which is this silicone thing, is what sends how much PSI we're running and how much you want this to fully spray at. So this is what PSI I'm gonna have it, well, not exactly have it set at, but for example, maybe 15 would be nice, honestly. I think I'll probably keep it at 15 when I want it to fully spray. 8 is when it starts to just pulse, like spray out little by little, and then once it reaches a peak boost of 15, it starts to shoot out, like you were seeing me empty it out right there, how I was just shooting water out like crazy, like really quick. So that's how it's gonna be. But yeah, guys, I'll let you guys know when I get this boost tap ran through. I have the wire, so this is how I do it. I just tape some wire onto it, and I'm gonna run it through that hole, out through the fender, out through there, and just get it routed into the engine bay. So I'll get back to you guys when I get that routed in, and I'll route it in there, and that way we'll be ready just to get the boost source, the ATP boost source or whatever. Oh no, I think I got the whoosh one. I got the whoosh boost source over there that I was talking about to connect to the manifold over there. But yeah, you guys get the idea. I'm gonna run it through. I'm like out of breath, and it's so hot out here, so I'm gonna get this done and over with, because it got me so irritated today. But yeah, I'll be right back with you guys in just a few. Alrighty guys, after so much battling to get the PSI boost tap hose in, I could tell you that if you're gonna do this, make sure you drill that hole out just a little bit more and a little bit like more wider, because I was fighting to get that PSI hose to get in there. It took me about an hour and a half just to try to get this sucker in there. So the way I did it was I used that metal wire. Like I said, you could use a metal fly swatter or a coat hanger that's metal. Hold on, I got sweat in my eye and it stings really bad. Ow. Okay, you wrap some tape around it, and once you get it fed through the hole and into the loom right there, and as you can see, I fed it through the fender out through there. I'll show you guys the front in just a second. If you guys don't want to drill it out, I highly recommend before you start feeding anything through this, drill it out some more. Make that hole a lot more bigger. The bigger the better. You'll be able to get more space and get it fit more better. You won't have to fight it like I did. I already had the water meth tube going through there, and the positive and negative wire, and I just did not want to pull those out and then pull them back in and, you know, do the same thing. If I would have known I needed to make it bigger, I would have, but I didn't. This is why I'm making this video, so you guys don't struggle like I am. I am drenched in sweat. I need to go inside and take a shower after this, but yeah, you just get a big drill bit or something that can just ream that hole out like big. Like I recommend at least like a lot more bigger than what that is, because it was just a pain just to try to get all that in there. And this one was pretty decently sized. I just poked a hole through the loom, and then yeah, poked a hole through the gasket right there, and fed them through there. And yeah, it pretty much looks pretty good, nothing crazy. So when I close the door, it's gonna be pretty good with it, I think. I haven't tested that out yet, but yeah, it's flush. Nothing's gonna get through that. It won't get wet or nothing, and if it does, I'll just the gasket's there. It's nothing, no fluid's gonna get in it. So yeah, I ran it through there and fed that wire coat hanger through there and out. And I'm gonna make these shorter, like tie them up or something, to make it look cleaner. Sorry guys, I'm just really tired. This thing whooped my ass. So here's the boost tap tube. I ran it all the way through here. I don't know if I'm gonna keep it like this. Probably not. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna keep it like this, but probably zip tie it to some things here and there. I'll show you guys the finished product once I get the vacuum source for this to connect it to. Oh yeah, here's the tube for the fluid. We are gonna drain it out some more again. As you could see, I fed it all the way from the back of the car all the way to the front. Look how much I have left. I still have a crap ton left. There's a lot of, they give you more than enough. It might not look like it when you take it out, but it's more than enough, guys. If you guys route it correctly, it'll be more than enough. You just got to be smart about it and route it the right way. So I filled this up with some more water, and we're gonna see if we can find any leaks whatsoever. So we're gonna get this puppy on, put it on the on position, and then turn the switch on like so. We have the switch on, and then we're gonna test it. Make sure there's no leaks coming out. Probably gonna have to call my wife to come help me with this, just so I can see the water spewing out. Oh yeah, the water's coming out actually. Make sure that there's no leaks coming out, and I'll keep it like that. I don't think there's any leaks coming out from anywhere. Let me I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna get my wife on this to help me check this out and get this, make sure nothing's leaking. I'm not. Okay guys, so she's in the front. She's gonna push the button when I tell her to, and we're gonna make sure that there's no leaks or nothing coming out. So yeah, go ahead. Keep holding it, just keep holding it. So far so good, nothing's leaking out. As you can see, the water is going down slowly. Go there. Sorry, my dog keeps coming in this way. Keep pushing it. So when you feel it stop, let go of it and then push it again. Ah, there you go. So it looks like there's not any leaks whatsoever that I see. The hose looks fine, there's no leaks. I think we're good to go. So yeah, that's pretty much the finished product here. We got the jet on. I'm just gonna connect it and see if that synthesizer's or symposer, whatever they call it, the symposers, I don't know how to say it. I think it's a symposer, whatever it's called. We're gonna get that, see if it's in the way. If not, then we'll just leave it. If it is, we're gonna have to do the symposer delete and just go from there. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope that helped out a lot. If you guys have any questions at all, don't be afraid to reach out to me. I try to do both channels, but it's kind of hard. So you'll probably most likely catch me on my gaming channel. The link will be in the description below, I think, but if not, it's Rise Above War 231. You could look me up. It's my gaming channel. I'm mainly active on that one because I have more a subscriber base on there and a fan base there. So yeah, if you guys have any questions at all, let me know. I'll try to help you guys with this installation as much as I can. I tried to make it as easy as possible and try to explain it to you guys, because there's not even a video out there that's so descriptive like mine, how I'm doing it. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and like always, I am out. Peace.